are really not wanting people to get this twisted. The Broadcasting Commission is not in a debate with artists. We don't deal with artists. As a matter of fact, I want to tell you something. We not deal with radio announcer. We not regulate radio announcer. You not getting no call from me about where you play.
That probably was the problem to some of them. I think Liquid did say his biggest problem was there was no talk. Yeah, it just happened.
And let me clear that up.
Yeah.
Let me clear that up. Because I have had the opportunity to speak directly to Liquid, but that was a highly ill-informed and vacuous statement. I will only say.
I think he did say the info go look on next work.
No, man. Liquid is a mobile man. He's a mobile man. So, no, me wouldn't go so far. Liquid and I need to talk though, because his talk was not the right talk. Yeah. Okay? I don't know where them find him and what mood he was in.
I think he did say like radio DJs who can't confirm them for find the next job.
Yes, exactly. Because how can you be on a regulated station, even if you disagree with a regulator? It's like the brethren who supposed to go to court and gone. Him turn up a court with him lawyer.
Oh, the Portland.
Yeah, and then him gone. You cannot do that. There are consequences. So you can't be operating in a regulated space and your regulator says something that you may with merit disagree with, you know. But your position is you make a public statement. Yo, me I do what me want to do, you know. I mean, that don't make no sense.
Which I found very weird.
Yes. A lot of people did. Yeah,
because the thing is too, and it goes to show that they can say that because they know that if they do play whatever they want to play, it's not them getting the fine personally. It's the station. Because I know that the station will have to issue an apology and they'd have to pay a fine.
Well, we haven't gotten to the fine yet, and probably that is exactly why sometimes here people violate. Although I should say fine is not a panacea, because what used to happen with a particular radio announcer in the United States of America before he went on the internet was this. Howard, the man them calculate how much the FCC can fine them for the year. And let's say them say 50 million. Everything where him say, the worst thing, we are going to get fined 50 million. Then them say, how much money Howard Shaw can bring in? 150 million. Make him say anything he wants.
Create a budget.
Yeah, and it don't make no sense. Right? So you have to really think deeply. You have to think deeply about these things. Yeah. But I was basically, the point I wanted to make and the point I want to get across to artists is we don't deal with artists. And that's one of the reasons you don't hear when somebody is apologizing. We're not identifying the artist, because the artist did not put the song on the radio. As a matter of fact, here one of the interesting things, which tell you how this conversation twisted. You have artists who, after Broadcasting Commission issued the directive, hear what them said. Yo, what them people I deal with. we not make music for radio. Yeah. What that? Yeah. When him so? Yeah. Then if you not make music for radio, you're likely to be violating the standards of radio. Because you not care about radio. You're on the internet, probably you care about, YouTube take down me video, but half of the time YouTube don't understand where I sing. And then half of the time them not care. Them no business with Jamaica. We can mash up Jamaica, kill off with self down here. Them no business with that. As long as the revenue stream is what they want it to be. Yeah. So when it comes to us now selecting and determining and programming and promoting, we have to take account of our struggles with injustice and violence. The horrible ranking that we have in being among the most violent countries in the world. You can't use a regulated platform to normalize that.
So, I mean, I
promote that.
I remember the Minister without Portfolio, he said that it's not about limiting freedom of expression, but about decency and standards.
Yes.
And I mean, there's criticism that this almost as if you guys are acting, the Broadcasting Commission is acting in under the government's instruction and a way to fight crime.
No. Let me say two things.
Yeah, can we get into that for because that's I know people thought our government orders and
foolishness. First thing, let me just say this. The commissioners at the Broadcasting Commission are appointed by the Governor General after consultation with the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition.
Okay.
They serve a term of 5 years. To remove them, you have to go through a process that you would use to remove a Supreme Court judge. That system is set up so that they can operate independently, not autonomously, but independently. We not ignore government, but we not take no chat from government. Government, well, I wouldn't be head of Broadcasting Commission. They would have fired me long time. Because they couldn't put that talk to me and I wouldn't accept that talk. Okay. And that would, no minister does that.
Even if you agree with the ban, you're like, you can't tell what to do.
But they should not.
Okay.
That is when you start to violate freedom of expression.
Right, sound like liquid now, the iron.
Well, we are Montagonians. We are Montagonians. No, but it's a serious thing. If you set up a regulator, it is a very dangerous thing. If the regulator is then manipulated. But that's what you call regulatory capture. A principle of regulation. You must not be captured by government. You must not be captured by industry. You mustn't even be captured by the population, which is why our decisions are not populist decisions. When we say ban daggering song, we know that people love daggering.
Yeah, and I was upset with it.
Yes, and we know that Ari are go upset.
I was
right? And you too, right? Right? The fix bun way out. Fix bun way out.
Even before it was the fix.
But that's our responsibility. It can't be based on what is popular. It can be based on political desire. We are quasi-judicial. We are subject to administrative law. Our decisions can be subject to judicial review.
So when you came up with the instruction, can you just talk us through like what was it, or was there any sort of inciting incident, or what was the impetus for you guys to say like, no, this is getting too far, we have to put a stop?
Because we would have we would have listened. We would have received complaints from members of the public. We would have heard ourselves certain things. We would have written to the station. We would have gotten from them their own position on the content broadcast. We would have adjudicated on it.
Okay.
The fact is that, as Leroy Smart said when him come, was it Leroy? Yeah, well, I hear somebody. It may have been Bojo. It may have been Bojo at the launch of his show. And Bojo said, him said there is a thing named not fit for airplay.
I think Killer said that.
Killer said it too.
Yes. Killer said that.
There is a thing called not fit for airplay. What has gone on is, unfortunately, you have some people who have gone into a space which is, this is a sacred space, We're not dope on this thing. It's not a joke business, We are dealing with entertainment, but it's a serious thing.
Yeah.
Because you inform,
influence, educate, and entertain.
And influence is the operative word. So it's not a joke business. And you have some people who have gone into the space of radio. They get the opportunity. Because just like the internet create opportunity, diversity in broadcasting create opportunity, more stations. When I started in broadcasting. When you get that opportunity, y'all that think about whether you figure university. It's a big thing. Because that's a RJR, JBC. Then the whole thing got revolutionized. You now have in excess of 27, 30 radio stations.
Was it that when you got your start, you did get it before did I go college?
Ninth grade in high school.
Wow.
At Herbert Morrison.
I had JBC?
Yes, I had 2 radio shows. One of them with Lloyd B. Smith, the governor, the editor of the Western Mirror. I was a child and he was an adult. And this woman, Carmen Pattison, who subsequently was editor of The Flair, she was then a radio manager. And she came up with a concept that young and elderly must, in a comedic way, speak to current affairs. And we created a program that was immensely popular at the time in Western Jamaica called Hocus and Pocus. That would do, so like Broadcasting Commission ban now. Yeah, man, we are say, Panfiri show, you say, yo, Hocus, make a song now. Yeah, we are cook. Chop up Miss Kelly and chop up my time. Did I hear chop?
Chopping a going for a long time.
Did I hear chop?
From a taller time.
Yeah. So we had Hocus and Pocus. Then I had my own music show called the Music Experience Show. 9th grade in high school. 10th grade in high school, I was running Disco Inferno. The leading entertainment complex in the Caribbean. Man like me cannot be anti-dancehall.
So you go university for?
You came up with the concept of the shows too?
You mean at Disco Inferno?
For Hocus and Pocus.
Yes, of course, yes.
Nice.
Yes. No, you.
So but why you go university? Well,
because like you, we must know. We either have one talent or you have 5. So I had a notion that I wanted to be a lawyer. I did not want to migrate. My entire family live in Hartford, Connecticut. Mother, father, younger sister, 2 older brothers. They left en bloc the year I went up to UWI. I took a decision that this here is the Garden of Eden. You see, when you come from Mobay, and I grew up in a Mobay, at the time I grew up in Mobay, you walk on St. James's Street and I buck up on Holy Tourists, and me ask my father, where we are go? Where them people are doing here? Why are they here?
Yeah.
So why are we leaving?
Yeah.
I'm serious,
Yeah.
So we are in the Garden of Eden, right? Me and you, Adam, Eve.
2 Eves.
No, she Eve.
The flora and the fauna, and the snake, right? Yes, right. That is the scamming and the killing and
that's the thing.
But don't you folks see? The more people we kill, and I'm not don't take it out of context, is the more tourists come. The country get number 1 for world cruise, number 1 for people who want honeymoon, number 5 place in the world to eat ice cream, Devon House. In the top 10 countries in the world with the most Miss World. Yeah. We were fastest man. Fastest woman.
Why do you think that is though?
That's why I'm saying it's Jamaica. There's an irony. The way I explain it is
Jamaica.
If God made the Garden of Eden, He made the Garden of Eden. So it's a lovely place. He put Adam in there, put Eve in there, right? The serpent in there. Pure chaos. Made us feel this is the Garden of Eden. And Jamaica is a paradox
It is.
Entirely a paradox.
Big paradox.
So I go back to your question. I don't get frustrated because I'm in the garden of Eden. Okay.
You go way back. We think our question.
You want to go back to our 30 minute questions there.
Y'all when we hurting. Working in the graveyard. Them working hard. Working hard in the graveyard. Working so hard in the graveyard.
Say them haunted. Be a tall gun them a walk with. And the thing name love shotting. Me tell them to clean up them hearts still. Cause life out there for we all live. Politics we all with a morning. Them not care for the youths them we starving.
I put the family first.
Just a family.
And it no matter about your last name. Me know we can't be the worst. So what the family first, yeah. I put the family first. Love how the team I win the ball game.
Enough trap them have said for you. Pray for some little things you never get for do. Can't do nothing you never make for do. Yo ghost man, say we cry tears. Yeah. Who would have thought that the perfect dream is a nightmare?